Good morning. Welcome to your unique devotion. It's the same old shenanigans here. Alright, today is Hebrews chapter 10. We're back at the beginning. Yesterday I read through the whole chapter, just sort of an ingestion time for me, for you, to just kick back and relax, listen, and just start to take in some of the imagery and things that are going on. So today I'm going to read verses 1 through 4, break it down a little bit with a God question. And here we go. This is entitled, Animal Sacrifices Insufficient. For the law, having a shadow of the good things to come, and not the very image of things, can never with these same sacrifices, which they offer continually year by year, make those who approach perfect. For then would they not have ceased to be offered? For the worshippers, once purified, would have had no more consciousness of sins. But in those sacrifices there is a reminder of sins every year. For it is not possible that the blood of bulls and goats could take away sins. So, they're talking about sacrifices. They're talking about the old law. And people, I mentioned this before in different videos previously, the old law could only satisfy to an extent the sins of the past, and then they would reaccumulate. Whereas Jesus' sacrifice is a once and for all deal. Deal isn't a good word. It's just a once and for all thing. All sin is covered. You don't have to go back and re-sacrifice him. That just by accepting him into your heart, asking God that you want to be able to communicate to him more, and allowing the Holy Spirit to be awakened, if you will, inside you, that is enough. And that's not necessarily then that all of a sudden you've got full knowledge and you're super Christian. It's just that now you're open to communication. You're open to a different reality than you've had before. You're saying that you want to see and understand what truth is, and things are just going to start to unfold in your life. For some people it's faster, for some people it's slower. God has a plan. But it starts with communication. The plan unfolds different for everyone. So I like what my Bible says here. The law could not remove guilt from them and give them permanent access to God, which is what we're kind of talking about here. They're not really getting into Jesus too much yet. They're talking about the old law, the Old Testament way of doing things. Permanent access to God. So do you have access to God? That's the question. Do you have access to God? With the old law, you couldn't. And that sort of sets the stage for understanding. But now we are in the new covenant. We're in the new, it's not even a law, it's just the new way of doing things. And because of that, we have the Holy Spirit, because we live on this side of the cross. And just by simply asking God, I want to know more deeply that you exist. Come into my heart and help me see the truth. Help me grow in certain ways. Help me know that you exist. Something as simple as that opens that access. And even for us, if you want to say seasoned Christians, seasoned God believers, it's still wise, I think completely wise, to look back, see where you've come from, but even more so, look right now. Throughout the day, do you even use that access to God? Because even though you may know God, if you never use the access to him, you can't grow just like someone that doesn't believe. You're not going anywhere. That doesn't change your salvation. Don't get me wrong. It does not change your salvation. But as far as growing deeper in your communication with Him, it's almost like not believing at all. So just re-examine your access to Him today. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure that I'm thinking about things and doing things in my mind and in my actions with God in mind to some extent, at least just a little bit, if not in full, and just see how that changes my day. See how that changes your day. I have a feeling that your attitude and the things that happen to you in your life are going to go easier and smoother because of it. I know it always does for me. I'll be shocked if it doesn't for you. So, what I mean by that, prayer, communication, inward communication, outward communication, in time of struggle and in good things, as if the day's going well, even pause, communicate to God. So, let's leave it on that. Do you have access to God? Okay, something deep. I hope that God gives you all the blessings you deserve, and even more so, all the blessings you don't deserve. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I pray wholeheartedly that you open up your access to God just a little bit more, if not completely wide open. Have a wonderful day.